Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be working on my garden. I'm doing a fall garden, which I've never done before, so we're going to see how this goes. If you guys have any tips or advice, then please share it. We are in Zone 7B in Oklahoma, and so I don't think we have to worry about frost for a while, but I probably need to make some sort of little, like little tarps and stuff to go over each of my raised beds. But I'll look into that when I have some time. I barely have time to get this garden in, and I know I'm a little late on some of the things, but I'd rather be late than not do it at all because I completely missed my spring garden. As most of you know, we closed on this house that we're in right now on May 22nd, and it poured rain pretty much every day after that until mid-July. So I never did get my garden planted, and the chickens destroyed the starts that I had worked so hard on. So, I figured, why not do a fall garden? I've never tried it before. I don't have anything to clear out, and so I might as well do it. So I'm going to get you turned around and show you what my garden looks like right now. I still have a lot of tarp to put down. I've got a roll back there behind me, and I'm going to see how far that'll go. And then I need to build a bunch of raised beds. I have the wood for it. If I can find the screws, I bought a bunch a while back. If I can find those, then I'll build some of those tonight. And then I still have some of my panels and T-posts at the other house that I need to grab eventually. Probably Monday. It'll be cool. And that's when we're going to go clean out our shop and stuff. And so I can get that done soon too. But next week it's going to rain all week, and I want to get this in the ground. It's just now starting to cool off in the day. It's been so hot, and like I said, it's hard to get things done when it's that hot. But it's cool enough, and we don't have any plans for this evening, so I'm going to get that going and hopefully get at least most of this planted. So here is what I've got going on so far. I set all those tubs out a few videos ago, and this is all the tarp that I had left from the other house. Whatever I had down there I just left because this is obviously a different length. And then I only built one bed from last time, so I'm going to see. I mowed out there. I've got to move that, of course, obviously, and then we'll see how far this gets me. But this is my list of things that I'm going to grow and a bunch of tips on how to get them started. Some of this I have grown and some I have not. But like I said, please give me your advice. For some reason I'm really bad at growing herbs. And they're like one of the easiest things to grow. So I'm going to give that an attempt again. Like, I have grown herbs, but they just don't really do super great. So look at this gorgeous view. You can't really see way back there. It's beautiful, isn't it? So actually, all this land going that way is 100. Well, it's 105 here, and then another 53 or 46 over there, something like that. Anyway, it's 153 total owned by the same person, and they are auctioning it off on September 20th. Which I'm very sad because there's no possible way that we could afford all of it. So we're hoping that whoever buys it will sell us a sliver here, and then we have an Oklahoma panhandle that goes right behind our property that we really, really want, just because it's kind of awkward, so we'll see. It's all in God's hands, and if they do happen to sell it to us, which would be absolute miracle and amazing, I would be so grateful. But I would like to cut those 2 trees down just so I can have a better view. They're just scrubby old blackjacks. But yeah. And then this, okay, so I haven't put the video out on that yet. That carport is going to be our rabbitry. This whole area from, that building right there back here is going to be the chicken. That's going to be the chicken coop. That's where the rabbits are now. It's going to be the chicken coop, and then this will be fenced off for chickens, and that's going to be the rabbits inside there. So I'm going to be working on that next. Probably next week. In between the rain and stuff, I'll try to get that finished. I have all the material. I just need to get it done. So, all right, let's quit talking and get to work. Alright, so I'm breaking the rules. Everybody says start with really good soil. It's the most important thing. And I'm not doing that. This isn't bad soil. It's just really sandy. It's actually mostly from our pond. And then right here, you can see there's some potting soil mixed in. But it's been sitting for, golly, since probably May. Has not been touched whatsoever, not worked up, nothing added to it, just tons and tons and tons of rain. These buckets were pretty full, more full than this. This one's only halfway, and each one's got a little bit different substrate in it. That one's got weeds growing in it. So I'm out of breath. I've been shoveling all this, or turning all the dirt. But anyway, I've got that big super sack right there is full of potting soil. So I'll add a little bit of that. And then like grass clippings are super great compost. I'm going to add, I've got that everywhere as you can see. So I'm going to add that to all my beds. And then I've got rabbit manure. So I'm going to constantly keep adding to these as they break down, and they will just compost in here. And being that this is my first time doing a fall garden, I'm not super worried about how successful it is. I just want to try it out and have fun with it. And, you know, why not? I'm not doing anything else, so why not? So, my main goal is just to get these worked up before next year. So, and then when the plant dies off, it'll go in there and be more compost. So, that's the goal. And if something grows, awesome. If not, I'm not too hurt about it. So, don't harp on me about that. I know about the soil part. It's just, it is what it is. I'm just going to use what I got. I have put this off for far too long. I've been trying to do this for a couple weeks now. And, you know, it's getting later and later. And I know a lot of this stuff you don't start till mid to late August and sometimes even later. But, you know, knowing me, I'll put it off too far and then it won't get done at all. So, let's keep going. I'm putting spinach in here. This next one looks like it's going to be lettuce, and then we'll do leeks, and then after that we'll kind of go from there. All right, let's see here. Dakota stole my tripod, so I'm left with my my hand here. Let's see. We're just going to sprinkle these around and then we'll thin them out. I am not good at following the rules. It's not bad once you get the sand broke up. We'll just sprinkle them everywhere. I'm done trying to make it look pretty. We'll thin it out later. That's spinach. I'm using what I had and what was at the store. I didn't order anything for this fall. I just see how this goes. So the varieties may not be correct and it'll be a learning experience if not. So this is long standing, but I think this is the right one because this one says it can be planted in August, and it's got a very short harvest date. So I gotta get my water hose. I'm really excited because the water is really close by, and I will have to drag the hose for a little bit, but hopefully next. I was gonna say next year. I don't know when we're gonna get water lines dug. Hopefully it's sooner than that. But I can at least water a lot easier than at our old house. So I'm excited about that. So, there we go. This one has got a bit of, got some old tags in it. This one seems a lot harder. I need to get the water hose over here before I plant anything, really. Got some old stakes. Kind of broke those up a little bit. But, alright. So, same thing. I know I'm not following the rules, you guys. You guys are cringing, aren't you? You're just absolutely not loving this. Whoopsie, I broke all the rules again. Sorry, I know this is killing some of you, but just doing what I can. It's getting late. This one's a lot better. A lot of dead grass and plants on top, so it's a lot softer soil. It's interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what all grows, you know. So we got spinach leeks, and I'm going to get some lettuce in this one. And I think that requires a little shade, so I'm going to have to like put a little umbrella here or something. It's getting dark really quick, so I probably am not going to video this whole thing. I'll try to show you in the morning what I got done, and I'll bring you back. I've also got some pots that I want to bring inside that I'm going to plant some flowers in, and then a few on the porch that I've got some other flowers to put in. So we'll probably see you back in the morning, but I have a favor to ask. If you guys made it this far, comment below and tell Dakota to get a hobby, because he will not leave me alone about this garden thing. Every year it's something different. This year it's I'm killing the grass. Duh. It's a garden. I don't want grass in it. But for years he keeps telling me to put this black tarp down, and I didn't want to because I don't like growing in through the tarp. Because once you put the holes in the tarp, then you're pretty much stuck with that layout for a while. So I didn't want to do it the first couple years, and then after that I just didn't like that whole idea anyway. Now, I decided to get the tarp. However, I'm using raised beds though, and he's like, well, you're using raised beds, so you're ruining the point. But he thinks it's going to get really hot, but what I'm doing is I'm going to be putting wood chips all on top of it. So it'll be virtually maintenance free as long as I keep adding wood chips, you know, kind of like the Back to Eden, but I'm not planting in ground. I'm still using the raised beds. And so the whole thing's tarped up, but I gotta show you this really quick. But he's always got an opinion. I've been studying this. I got it. I need a hobby. Okay, so this whole thing will be covered in wood chips. Eventually I'm gonna have a fence going right along there, and then back here there's the bees. Probably gonna get them moved to a different location. I think we're gonna put, the boys want to do a small garden, so we'll do that there. And then out here, right there in the middle, behind all this, is gonna be a greenhouse, which I've mentioned before. Don't know when I'll get to that. Be awesome to get to it before, you know, when I need to start planting in January, but start seedlings, but we'll see. And then over there in that corner, we're going to do a pond. And as much as I'd love for that to get done sooner than later, realistically, probably going to be a while. But basically, this whole area, I want all that to just be tons and tons and tons of flowers. I want all around the greenhouse to be flowers. I just want this to be something that you walk into and it's just this beautiful garden of vegetables and flowers, just a mixture of everything. So this whole hilltop, you know, not to mention, I'm the one that mows. And I'm tired of mowing this much. Especially all that junk over there is crabgrass, and it grows back in like 3 or 4 days after you mow it. Bermuda, while it is annoying because it grows everywhere, it doesn't grow back that fast. And then this, yard still a mess, this is going to be our front yard. It's nice and green. It's beautiful. Looks great. And I'm going to keep that well manicured. And then this is just going to be this big, huge, beautiful garden. Follow me. We'll get there. It's going to take time, but I'm getting a good start in earlier than I did on the last 2 houses. So we're going to get there. All right, so I said I'd be back in the morning, but we did a show with Farm to Table, and then I didn't calculate things out right, and we needed to leave. So the boys had football games today in Chandler, and then we had to go run in between games to go get some pipe for a job we have coming up. But I did manage to get at least 75% of my plants started, and I got spinach, kale, lettuce, carrots, radishes, turnips, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, beets, leeks, chives, thyme, oregano. I'm covering my notes up. And rosemary, all planted in. I'm still going to do some peas, and let's see, I want to do garlic, asparagus, but I want to put asparagus in a certain spot since it's a perennial. I know some of these other ones are too, but that one takes a while to harvest, so I want it in a specific location. And then I've got Brussels sprouts. I think that's it. Maybe a couple other things. And then I still never got to my flowers because it got really dark on me. I was using my phone light to come out here and finish this. But I'm having another cup of coffee because I've been up early and we are about to go fishing. Surprisingly, we haven't fished at all this whole entire year, I think. I might be lying. If we have, it's only been, well, we did a 10 killer, I guess. That was probably the last time back in April. So it's been a minute since we've been fishing and we haven't taken the boat out at all. Oh, we did go under the bridge once, but that was still, it's been since 10 killer at least, but. So we're going to go do a little bit of catfishing for a little bit, just for a few hours. We got to get back. Dakota's got a job. Well, he's got some work to do for a job tomorrow. So this is my tubs that I've got planted so far. Actually, I say I got them planted, but I didn't water them yet. So technically, I still got to do that. But I'm happy I got the seeds in. I'm excited about that. I got this tarp down, and then Monday, like I said, I'm going to grab my T-posts and my panels so I can get my arches back up. And then I'll probably build beds in between the rain next week, like I said. So, I'm pretty excited about that. Let me show you this beautiful sunset, and then we'll see you guys on the next video. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching as always, and we'll see you guys on the next video.